What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another WARFRAME video. So DE finally announced when SEVAGOTH Prime Max is releasing, which is August 21st, and we got a prep guide for you today to be as ready as possible for this new Prime Access the day it comes out. We'll be showing exactly how the most meta strategies go for Prime Access prep in WARFRAME. And you know, the prices of selling these Prime Accesses, like for player trading, are not as high anymore on day one, but it still can be good to, like, you know, save you a little bit of plat farming it out yourself. So let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure you're sub this channel. We do daily WARFRAME video uploads, build guides, farm guides, discussion videos, news videos. You're in the right place for WARFRAME content. Really appreciate all the support on the recent video, guys. Thanks a lot. Alright, so starting off with the SEVAGOTH Prime Access Prep Guide, we'll be talking about Syndicate reputation and how you can utilize that to get the maximum amount of relics on day one. This is an good old strat that still works. And as far as what you should be doing for this, go to your navigation console and you'll be looking for Syndicate missions. So I'm going to show, I had some gameplay on there for one of these. I just did this earlier today. So you go to Syndicate missions, depending on which Syndicate you're in. I've got New Loka and the parent sequence. Do these missions. And you want to stack up your rep as much as possible. In these missions, there will be these little Syndicate medallion things hidden throughout, and those medallions will give you extra rep, and you can use the Oricon Eye scanner to mark them on the map within a pretty wide radius. So I pick up this medallion. That medallion right there is worth some extra rep, and I can actually, you know, cash it up. I can just get a ton of these, stack up hundreds and hundreds of them, and this reputation from these medallions is not capped by a daily amount. Unlike the normal reputation, which is, like, for LR4, like 33,000 rep per day, this reputation goes past and you know, hundreds of thousands of rep in one day with this. And I'm going to show you how you do that right now. But yeah, do these Syndicate missions. I'd recommend doing the quicker ones. So, if, for example, I'm doing a rescue mission in the background footage right now. That's what it's worth doing. Exterminates, captures are also worth doing. Ones like excavation, I don't really recommend those. Some defense ones are okay as long as they're on a small tile. But reminder too that on certain tiles, those medallions don't spawn in the defense missions. So yeah, be really careful which one you go for. And doing this with a team can also be pretty nice. These are universal pickups across your team. So if you're in a 4-stack with this, you know, you'll have the first Titania, grab it, and it will work for every Titania in your squad, whatever frame you end up bringing. As far as good frames for doing these missions quickly, Titania, Wukong, Gauss, you know, the typical speedrun frames. Zaku's great with the box-breaking fourth ability. Typical speedrun frames and box-breaking frames are great for this. Now, as far as what you're going to do with that reputation, you're going to actually go directly to the Syndicate vendor on the relay. So you can go over here, the easiest way to do it. So for me, I'm New Loka, and I'm on parent sequence. So we're going to take all this rep, and we're going to actually buy these relic packs with it. So I buy one right now. Let's see if we got anything. So technically, Revenant is getting vaulted on the 21st as well, guys. So this relic right here for Tatsu Prime, this relic will no longer drop after August 21st. So this would have technically been a SEVAGOTH or a Epitaph or a Nautilus relic, because this relic will no longer exist because Tatsu will be going away. But yeah, this basically what you're going to do this as many times as you possibly can. So it's 20,000 rep per, so I could buy 2 more of them right now if I felt like it. But if you want to go even further beyond, you can just go directly to the Syndicate relay and turn in medallions to these vendors. Doing that is going to be probably the best bet you're going to possibly have for getting as much reputation as possible, because it is not capped by anything. I'll show you some other capped out methods, but yeah, the Syndicate method is going to be, it's a trustworthy method. So we're now in the relay, and for whatever Syndicate you're in, you're going to go to the person at the front of the Syndicate room. You can turn in your medallions. So I can go ahead and turn these in, and it would give me, like, you know, that would give me 75,000 reps. So over 2 days worth of rep just from clicking this button. So if you prepare, you could have lots and lots of rep and get lots and lots of SEVAGOTH relics and other stuff, whatever those the new weapons are called. So yeah, this would be your best method. Now, as far as the specific relics, this method does not care about any specific type of relic. It goes for any relic you can get. You can get a Lith relic, you can get an Axie relic, you can get a Meso, Neo, whatever. That's what you can. This one is not specific, but it's very good for getting mass relics on day one. Additionally, Steel Essence turned into Teshin can be relic packs on day one as well if you have a ton of Steel Essence sitting around. I think it's like 25 relic packs from Teshin allowed in 1 week. So you make sure you don't turn, like, the weekly reset of that week, don't turn in your Steel Essence for relics. Wait until the Prime Access comes out and then do it. So we're at Teshin right now. We go to Steel Path Honors. So right here, this is limited per week. So don't buy them until, or you could buy them right now if you want Revenant relics, but don't buy it until the Sevagoth Prime access on the 21st is officially already out, okay? Or you'll be getting Sevagoth, or you'll be getting Revenant relics that are still currently farmable in game. Now, to be fair, Revenant is going to be vaulted, and he's like he's the most popular frame in the game. So I would say also another thing to prep for this update, guys. Make sure you have Revenant and the Phantasma, maybe even the Tatsu, because those are getting vaulted, and you'll no longer be able to obtain new relics for them. They're still going to be probably dirt cheap plat-wise. You can probably still buy them for like 30 plat afterwards. But yeah, they will no longer be obtainable, the new ones, so you'll have to be finding old relics or old trades to get these done. So that's a thing. And then let's move on to the next method. This one is going to be definitely not as efficient and helpful as the Syndicate method, but the open world vendors in Warframe can now give you relic packs. So we're going to go ahead and go to there's 3 of them that you can go to. So we're looking for Venus, Smokefinger on Venus, Old Man Sumbat on Earth, or the plains, and then Otak on the Necrolisk. Not on the Sanctum Amatomica. There are no relic packs on the Sanctum Amatomica. The upstairs of Deimos, the Necrolisk, that's where you can get more relic packs. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm talking about right now on Fortuna, because that guy's really easy to find. But yeah, this one will allow you to get, I think, about 6 relic packs, 7 if you really try hard, on the day of the access. And that's going to be the same kind of thing you're getting from these Syndicate medallions, but it's just another like 18, 20 relic packs if you do this. So you go over to this guy over here, and of course you do need to have this rep stacked up ahead of time. So you have 2 weeks to prepare. This is why I'm making this video so early. You have 2 weeks to prepare, so you could stack this rep all the way 132,000 and then buy a bunch of packs from this guy. So the same thing as the other one. We probably got almost the exact same relics. It looks like Fulman Prime, Hildren Prime, Icarius Prime. So yeah, you can do the same thing for each open world on the day of the access. Just stack up your rep like really, really a lot. You can do that from bounties, gem turn-ins, whatever you feel like. So now that we've got all these relics, we need to make sure that we increase the drop chances of these relics by doing void trace farming and refining these relics. Now I am going to link a guide for my meta void traces farming guide in the description down below. But basically, I'd recommend that you just do efficient void fissures, basically. Do really quick capture ones. Do really quick exterminate ones. Do whatever you need to do that you're good at or that you want to play, because you need a lot of these. I'd say honestly, if you have 1,800 void trace cap like I do, you should have 1,800 void traces going into Sevagoth Prime access, because that's going to be 18 refined relics, which, depending on how many parts each of the things need, I'm assuming Sevagoth will have 4, Epitaph will have 3, and Nautilus will have 4. So that's like over 10 parts you need to get specifically. So, and of course, if you want to trade, if you want to sell some of this stuff too, just have the most relics, most void traces possible, and hopefully the most relics possible too. So yeah, stack that stuff up, and you'll be able to refine them up to increase the drop chance of the rare stuff that you might want. Like if you want the Tatsu Prod handle, for example, this one's going to have like a 2% drop rate. This one's going to have like a 10% drop rate. So it's more worth your time to have these refined. But again, if you're super lucky, hey, maybe you don't even need it. So that's going to be another method that's going to be really good for this, guys. And also, I'd say have meta speedrunning builds for this too. I've got plenty of guides on my channel about this, but you could bring, a Thermal Sunder Titania, a Dark Verse Titania. You could even still use Neutron Star Titania if you feel like it. Bring speedrunning builds, because if you're just running through here on Sevagoth, Sevagoth is really slow, and he's good for nuking Steel Path, but he's not very good for opening relics. He's just a really slow character, no movement speed buffs. Bring characters that are very fast for this, and you'll be getting through the missions a lot quicker. And also, when you are opening stuff on Sevagoth Prime, like I said earlier in the video, look for efficient fissures. Don't be running like an excavation fissure, unless that's all you really have. And don't forget either that there are different fissures on the normal path and the steel path. So we scroll through the steel path right here. We got a Axie Exterminate, a Neo Rescue, and a Meso Rescue. Like we pretty much have, and we also have a Lith Rescue. We have a good quick fissure for every type of relic. But we look at the normal path right now, it might not be the case. We've got Lith, Sabotage. Okay, so we're pretty much missing we're missing a good Axie. This one's okay, this Axie Sabotage, but you see what I mean. There's an Axie Exterminate on the steel path and a Axie Sabotage on the normal path. Preferably, we do the Axie Steel Path Exterminate, because that's technically a little bit faster as long as you have the good gear for it. These are the things you can be looking out for when Sevagoth Prime comes out. We have the exact relics. I'll tell you exactly where to farm them in the most efficient method. But yeah, I also have relic farming guides on my channel too if you're interested in those guys. So that's basically it for this video. And like I said earlier, another prep thing is make sure you have Revenant, Phantasma, and Tatsu, guys. Those are going away in 2 weeks, and you might regret it, because Revenant Prime is the most popular frame in the whole game. So see you guys next time for your support. And yeah, hopefully get some more information on more stuff in this update soon, because it's looking kind of barren right now as far as things to do. But hopefully they prove me wrong, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.